Welcome to the land of lore. But not the lore that you might be thinking of. This place is actually called lore. Like the world continent thing. I don't know. My name is Lag. Not that kind of lag. And I'm here to answer the burning question. Should you play AdventureQuest 3D in 2022? Also to promote the game, since the developers don't seem to do that outside of Twitter and a very small following on the Book of Faces. Before we get into it, I must let you know that this video is filled with spoilers. Duh. And the extremely biased opinions of a catboy. It all started one day at this bright and not so sad at all looking place. We find this very exciting fellow called Death, and he decided we have nothing better to do than to help him play games with an edgy villain or anti-hero thing. This game is riddled with puns, and I do very much enjoy puns. Not enough to make a new account for this video though. Who am I kidding? There we go. Alright, so let's do this. Some basic movement. Oh, weapon. Nice. Let's kill some stuff. Leveled up. Nice. Ah, finally. Time for puns. Get it? Good morning. So after this, you actually have to knock on Death's door. I mean, look at it. You can't tell me that's not funny. I mean, you probably can, but you'd be wrong. And now I'll do the next scene on my actual character, because I look cool. That reminds me, I didn't talk about the character customization yet, did I? Well, back to the new account I go. You have a lot of things that you could do, the hair and the eyes and stuff, and the classes are not gender locked, which is something I appreciate. There's a notable lack of races though, and I mean there are a lot of races in the game, so I'm not sure why they aren't playable. So if that's your thing, then this may not be for you. Alright, now that we've established that replaying cutscenes to look at yourself be cool and those hard-in cosmetics is the #1 thing to do in this game, let's move on to why you're actually here. The gameplay. This game has so much to offer, and you can find their puns and personality written all over it. From the derpy unicorns that kill you in one go, to terrifying dragons and scorpion ladies. The PVE content is very dynamic and engaging. Right, so raids are a thing. Remember that dragon thing I mentioned? There is a 20-player raid version of its challenge, so let's check it out. It looks like we do not have 20 people because I don't have friends. Anyway, after you beat his main form, he comes back at you with his second, more annoying form, a trend that seems to be very prevalent in this game. Oh yeah, and he breathes fire. So we successfully completed that with much less than 20 people. It was fun, and since we're on the topic of raids, let's check out the latest endgame content, which is also a raid, but it happens to be level locked. Well, not level locked, but power locked, so you need a certain gear score to get into the raid. But that's fine because I'm max level and max infused anyway. So the goal of this raid is to kill this scorpion lady, because remember that big bad edgy boy from earlier? Yeah, he decided to stab her and make her go all cray cray. So now you have to stop her from blowing up the platforms, which is a lot harder than it sounds, but at least it's fun. Anyway, you kill her in less than a minute and it's done. I'm kidding. Remember what I said about things coming back to be more annoying after they die? Well, she does that, like 4 times. Also, the third phase, you will see people yelling, "Lure! Lure!" a lot. Talking about dying, let's rewind a little bit. Mr. Death here decided that he loves us so much he will gift us with immortality. So dying means nothing in AQ3D unless you care about your trash PvP stats. Speaking of PvP, in my completely unbiased but biased opinion, PvP is currently #1 thing to do in AQ3D. The current PvP mode is basically a 5 vs 5 capture the point mode, and it goes something like this. It does allow playing with your friends, so teaming is allowed, but if you're a solo player, then it probably sucks to be you. Now let's get to the next point. Well, 2 points, which are, in my opinion, 2 of the main reasons to play AQ3D in 2022. You see, I'm from the Caribbean, and people like to say that I'm a pirate. The fact that I'm a pirate at this very moment in time has nothing to do with that. But anyway, you see all of these classes, you can change between them at will, as long as you aren't in combat. And that's pretty cool, because now gone are the days where you needed to level up a whole new character to play another class. And the mechanic that allows you to do this is the fact that your class XP and your character XP are completely separate. So here you can see that I just ranked up my class, but I am still the same level because I didn't earn enough character XP to level up. Let's look at some of the other classes. Wait, what is this? And once you rank your classes up to 10, you unlock something called a cross skill, which is unique to your class, but you can use it while you play other classes. So let's say I'm a warrior, but I want to hit someone with a ranged skill. How am I going to do that? I equip the ranged cross skill and bam, dead. So A lot of the gameplay in this, in terms of strategies and stuff, rely on which cross skills you use, because some cross skills are AoE based and some cross skills are single target, some cross skills do heavy damage, while some cross skills debuff and break armor and stuff. So before I get into this next thing, AQ3D is also called Fashion Quest 3D by a lot of the community, and I mean a lot of it. I mean, look at this strip. Or I think that's what the kids call it these days. She's acting like a pro. Oh, baby, let's go. If that doesn't make you want to play AQ3D, then this next thing will. And this is a bit of a mouthful, so bear with me and I'll put it on screen. AdventureQuest 3D is the only cross-platform MMORPG for both mobile and PC that has no iterations of autoplay, that is completely free to play. All of the classes, with the exception of Guardian, are unlockable for free. The only thing that you have to pay for in this game is convenience, like travel forms, bank slots, some XP boosts, and most of the cosmetics. Speaking of mobile, this is what the mobile gameplay looks like. I actually started off playing on mobile, and even now I still split my time evenly between playing on mobile and playing on PC. There's very little difference that you can feel between either, other than a few things in PvP and the jump button, which really needs a fix. Oh yeah, before I forget to mention it, AQ3D has a ton of seasonal events and seasonal items, seasonal maps, and seasonal bosses. So this is one of the seasonal areas that, in my opinion, has one of the best ambient sounds, and you can feel free to give it a listen. Also, this community has to be one of the most generous and inclusive communities I have ever seen. There are so many giveaways and player posted events using player summoned monsters that everyone is able to benefit from at some point if they play the game enough. Anyway, and there are a lot of developer hosted live events where you get to interact with the developers of the game. You know, you feel very connected. You feel very connected to the game, to its people, to the community, and the people making it. Anything better than a wholesome community that comes together is a wholesome community that comes together to complain. And the community has been complaining on Twitter for long enough that the developers have decided to improve the game based on feedback in 2022. So for the next 6 months, they will be changing a lot of things. And I'm looking forward to that. So what are you waiting for? Come play AQ3D with me and be part of the best community ever. And if any of the AE staff members are watching this, I do very much enjoy a game, and I would love to see it progress. And you know what I mean by that. Special shout out to all of my supporters and to my subscribers on Twitch. Thank you for making it possible for me to make these videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I stream on Twitch on every Monday and Wednesday, so go follow me there too.